Is Brooks moving a right direction? Let's have a look on the Brooks Hyperion Elite 5. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm K1, one of the Malaysia running YouTuber. Today I'm going to review on this pair of running shoes, Brooks Hyperion Elite 5. This is a second pair of shoes by Brooks that using the full P-bar form. The first pair is using P-bar form is the Elite 4 PB. So they're using the P-bar DNA Gold, and this pair of shoes is similar. They're using the DNA Gold P-bar material on these shoes, and the shoes is a bit different from other super shoes. There's like a bubble over here that later I'm going to talk about why there's a bubble over here. Is there any function during the run using these pair of shoes while having a bubble on the both sides of the shoes? So before we start, full disclosure, this pair of shoes is sent by Brooks Malaysia for the purpose of review. No one can watch video and comment on this video. All the comments and all the opinion in this video is my personal opinion. Let's start with some numbers of the shoes. For my size US 12, the shoes weigh at 224 grams. For the shoe size as this big is considered very lightweight. It's not up to the sub 200 grams, but it's almost towards to that direction. It's very lightweight and it's very breathable shoes. For the stack on the heel is 40mm, for the front is 32mm. Make the shoes 8mm drop from front to the back of the shoes. There's a carbon fiber plate inside the shoes that has hollowed out the carbon fiber plate, and you can see some of they name it as a Speedboard Plus. So they have a different geometry to ease off some weight of the plate and different rigidity on the plate. And every shoes has a different plate. For the upper, using the TPU upper is very ventilated, so you can see the holes of the shoes is basically a very ventilated and is a very lightweight upper with minimum structure support on the shoes. On the front, even though the tongue is like not gasketed, but is sealed on the front over here, then the same type of TPU upper on the front. So for the comfort, it has a very minimum padding at the tongue, and this is the pull tongue and minimum padding at heel only. Basically, other than that, it's just a TPU upper. At the heel collar, it has a very minimum amount of padding just to hold the feet together to our shoes and a little structure support on the back of the shoes. So you can see it's not much structure support. It's just like a whole piece on the back over here for the structure support, not on the side, so you can hold it together. And the heel, there's a very small minimum structure of the cotton for the comfort. Other than that, the whole upper using the TPU upper, and the string is using the teeth tongue of string. For me, the lace is a bit long, so when I tie it, I have to put inside the shoes lace so the lace won't flying around during my run. So for the form, using the DNA Gold full P-bar DNA material. So this is the second shoes, just as I said before, the second shoes they're using the P-bar material, and sandwiched together there has a Speedboard Plus. It's a carbon plated with some holes around the shoes. It's giving a structure support and rigid and proportion from the shoes. You can see the rigid of the shoes. The shoes is very rigid on the bottom of the shoes. Just the upper is a bit soft, but meanwhile for the bottom it's really rigid and very responsive. Together with the form and the plate, make the shoes very responsive. If you look at the middle of the shoes, you can see some of the bubble on each side. It's more like some side like design of the cushion and the bounce of the shoes. When we press on it, we can see the two bubbles actually are compressing and pushing away from each other. Besides the bubble, the other thing is the rolling sensation of the shoes. The shoes quite flat in the middle, but on the toe over here, the rolling starting around the middle part of the shoes, then it gradually raise up. It's not like very aggressive like a lot of super shoes out there, but it's very gradually go to the toe. So you have a very smooth transition. It's not a very aggressive, but it's a very smooth transition go towards to the shoes. On the outsole, using the Speed Track outsole rubber. One piece big on the front and two pieces on the bottom of the shoe. There's some exposed foam on the outsole. So for the fitting, the shoes only have one size, and the shoes is just fit, snug fit. It's not like a very wide fit on the front. It's just a very nice snug fit for my feet. For the arch area, so this is the arch area. So when you press on it, there's some little minimum support on the arch. It's not a very wide shoes, but it has a minimum structure support on the arch and the toe box. So toe box is considered as a structural support, but it's not a wide type. So if a wide fit, better try it out, see whether you can fit nicely into the shoes. For overall, the shoes fit really nice to my feet. How I use these shoes during this 70-kilometer period, all the workout that I put on these shoes is basically is a fast workout, not slow workout. I did try to go slow on it after my interval session. It's not really that great, but once I put in some speed, the shoes came alive. So I did a lot of speed work with it and one half marathon with it. It's not a race because the race I never go, so I just did a personal half marathon around my housing area, and the shoes shine really well. Let's start with the speed workout first rather than we go to the half marathon. The speed workout when I'm running using these pair of shoes, one thing that I noticed about the shoes is the shoes is not that aggressive. It's not like some of other shoes when I land on it, it will pop you forward to the next step. It's not like very fast shoes, but it gives me a very nice rolling sensation. When I land on it, it will having a very nice rolling sensation go to my next step. I did try some repeats using it, some tempo using it, and a half marathon run using it. Which one that shine the most is the half marathon because of the rolling sensation. It's not really that fast, like an interval, like 1 kilometer interval, 400 meter interval that you want to go around 330 pace on the shoes. For me, it's a bit lacking off from that. Even though some people can use the shoes go for a very fast pace, but for me, it seems like lacking something on it. The shoes, because of the shoes that I found is the upper is a bit lighter and rather than the bottom. So the bottom seems like a bit much more heavy. Even the shoes is 227 grams, but the upper is a bit too light for the bottom. So the shoes when I'm running on the faster interval pace, the shoe seems like slipping. And when I try to take some fast corner, the shoe seems like slipping here and there because of the upper. It's a very light upper, but not enough structural support for the shoes. The grip, the bottom, it seems like much more heavy on the bottom. So the shoes will be slipping on the faster turn, the faster I go for my interval. Because I'm not doing my interval in track, I'm doing my interval in a garden with like a 90-degree turn. So it's a very sharp turn. So that test the shoes, see how fast I can bend and go towards the corner. So you can feel the shoes actually is moving a bit on the upper. But when I go to a tempo and a half marathon run using the shoes really good at it. Because it's not like going really fast for my pace, it's around 410 like that. So the shoes give me a very nice rolling sensation, a continuously run using the shoes. It gives me a pop, go, and go. When I land, I will pop and go for the next step. And one more thing I notice is the shoes much more flavor to people how they land. Because most people will land either on the toe, mid, or the heel. So the shoes is like more flavor for the people who land on the mid to heel side. Because of this popping the round circle thing, when I land on this one, I can feel the shoes is much more easy for me to pop, go to to my next step. When I try to go for my interval, when I most of the run with landing and here, the shoes is like lacking something because it's all the energy written from here. But since like this part, it doesn't get the sensation. So it seems like flavor people that who landing from here towards here. The last one is the long run using the pair of shoes. It's a half marathon long run. I think finished around 135, 136 on that day. It's not a race, it's just my normal practice day. So I bring the shoes out and go for it. And it giving me a very nice and good feeling. The rolling sensation really nice because I'm not really going that fast. So basically I land more on this area. So giving a very nice rolling sensation, and I didn't experience any hot spot around the shoes. Even I finished the run, my legs still feeling fresh and I think still can go for it. Basically the shoes can go for a much more distance rather than just a half marathon or 5K. I think these shoes can easily go up to a marathon. What I like about the Hyperion Elite 5, the first thing is the weight of the shoes. 227 grams for this pair of shoes is very lightweight because of the upper and the bottom of the shoes. The shoes is very light, so it gives me a very nice rolling sensation for every step. That lead me to the second line is the rolling sensation, especially running on a constant pace like a tempo or half marathon pace. The shoes give me a very nice rolling sensation. And one more, the third is the ventilated of the shoes. The TPU upper basically is like a see-through shoes that doesn't have any support or anything cover up. It's basically is a very see-through like a net over there. It's very ventilated upper. The fourth I like is the grip, the outsole grip of the shoes. It's really grippy all around the corner that I'm using the shoes right on it. The shoes able to provide me the grip. What I'm not really like about the shoes, the first thing is even though I'm not paying for these shoes, is the price point, 1259 ringgit for this pair of shoes. For me is a bit stiff, even though if you compare for the outside of the market of the super shoes, this is considered one of the pricier super shoes. Even it's like I think it's the second or third priciest super shoes in the market. The next one that I not really like about the shoes is seems like the heavy bottom, especially I'm trying to take some fast speed corner. The shoe seems like going left or right on the bottom. When I try to go left, the shoes go for the right side. So it's like going to the other way of the shoes. I think mostly because of the light upper and the heavy bottom of the shoes. For who should get the Hyperion Elite 4? For who should get the Hyperion Elite 5? If you are a person who land most on the heel to the mid, most probably this shoes is very suitable because the shoes seems like more favor to the back end of the shoes. It giving me a very nice cushion and pop off for the next step. For who should not get the Hyperion Elite 5? The person who go land more on the forefoot and looking for a much more comfortable, a softer form, these shoes might not comfortable and suitable for you. What's my final verdict on the Brooks Hyperion Elite 5? For me, this is more like a max cushion, flat foot racing type. If a person who prefer those kind of shoes, these shoes might suitable for you because the form on the harder side and max cushion on the super shoes. It's really nice for a half marathon or 10 km. This is what I really enjoy using the pair of super shoes for the Brooks Hyperion Elite 5. So that's all on my review. See you guys on the next video. Bye.